here in Milwaukee. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Well, Singy, he's been really up against it lately. Major struggles at the plate, but perhaps today. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get underway, and today's starter, Clayton Kershaw. What's the word on him?
Oh, he's coming up on nearly 3,000 strikeouts. Expect to see plenty of those today. Can't wait to watch him work.
And at the plate for Miami, Xavier Edwards.
For Miami, the designated hitter, Xavier Edwards.
On the ground to third. To first. And the first out of the game is an easy one. And time now for the Marlins lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Cal Ripken Jr.
Well, this guy's been one of the greatest RBI men of all time. You talk about clutch hitting, there he is right there. I mean, in a tough situation for the defense and for that pitcher, this is the last guy you want to see, because you know when he steps in the box, he usually delivers.
Otto Lopez in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Yeehaw! That's inside. Out towards right center field. Judge makes the play. Out number 2. Two outs, base is empty. And up next for Miami, Cal Ripken Jr. First pitch misses. Right through there for a strike.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
Next offering is in for a strike. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 outs, base is empty. This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Really nice job with 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. He just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
Orlando Cepeda, the next up for the Marlins. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And that one wrapped foul.
Well, a really good chance right here to pick up a run in the top of the first after what seemed to be a real quiet start to the inning.
The pitch. And that is downstairs. 1-1. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Ripken stands at second with 2 gone. In the dirt. Kershaw deals. Struck him out without a swing. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here in Milwaukee, and starting this one, Ryan Weathers.
Yeah, and his whip tells you he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So they're taking the mound. This is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Myers. And there's one down. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Will Smith.
Oh, Boog, he's got great power just to every section of the ballpark, man. I love watching guys like this who can give it a ride to the opposite field or go dead center. I mean, that's really hitting. When you can hit and drive the ball up the middle other way, look out. Keep an eye out on this guy when he digs in. I wouldn't be surprised to see him launch one in this game.
1 out, bases empty. That one ripped right center field. And in one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. Betts into second.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
One out. Runner at second. Babe Ruth steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. There's a strike. 95 of that one. 1 out and a runner at second. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. In the dirt. And the runner holds. Fastball is outside. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Up the middle, Lopez throws to first in time.
Batting fourth, the right fielder.
Here is Aaron Judge.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Popped up. Lopez. He makes the grab, and that's the inning. So the Dodgers leave one scoreless after 1. Top of the second, and now for the Marlins, Connor Norby. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Close, but call the ball. And the count now 2-0.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
That's a strike. 2-1 now. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
He goes down looking. Griffin Conant will hit next. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. And a ground ball to first, but that rolls foul. Swings through that. Second inning here, no score. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
And here is Dane Myers. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Waste no time there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now Nick Fortes. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. They get the force. That's out number 3. 1 left for Miami. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Tommy Edman. Edman in his 6th season, 29 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2016.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
That one's in there, and that is strike 2.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Goes down looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. You got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Jackie Robinson batting with 1 down takes a strike. That one the other way, and that's a fair ball. One gone, runner at first. And up next for Los Angeles, Will Smith.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at-bat. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
First and second, 1 out. Max Muncy at the dish. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. He's under it. Drops into the glove, and there's 2 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
And Kike Hernandez at the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
Outside. In the air, right side. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Gal gets it over to first. And that is that. Dodgers strand a couple. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. No score. Kershaw back to work, delivers. Just missed. And a foul ball. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Kershaw fires. That one well upstairs. The count now 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Always having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Xavier Edwards digs in now. Here's a rocket out to left. Two away now. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. Flied to right his first time. Splits the plate. Strike one.
0-1.
And he grounds one to the right side. The throw to first. And that is the inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. And we're still knotted at 0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Ryan Weathers will get back to work. There's the strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Next offering is downstairs. Foul ball there. Weathers fires. And that one is downstairs. And it's 2-2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. One gone, bottom of the third inning. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Doubled his first time up. And that's in for a strike. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That's hard hit on the line. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And there's 2 away.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Ruth stands in now and watches strike one. That one ripped. And out of here. Home run number 10 on the year. And the Dodgers have the lead. It's 1-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well with the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little wag to it. Carried out nicely.
Judge at the plate. Flied out his first time. Out towards right center. That's well struck. This one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for two. And Aaron Judge cruising into second. He's got a double. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Almost got him.
No strikes.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Just missed.
That's a ball. Outside.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
There's a swing and a drive. And this one looks like trouble. Run comes in from second, and they lead by 2.
Well done, drives in the run. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So 2 down, and the batter now, Jackie Robinson. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 2 outs, and 1 in scoring position. Runner takes off. Fouled off. He was late. Outside low. 1-2 to count.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Line drive. That is the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to inning number 4. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Marlins. Back here at American Family Field. On to the 4th at the plate. Cal Ripken Jr. Kershaw back to work. That's a little bit low.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Turned on, but foul wide of third.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
To the left side, but it is well foul. Got him swinging. Slings to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Orlando Cepeda. And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split. The Dodgers leading by 2, top half of inning number 4. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
And now it's going to be Connor Norby in there, and it's 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Ball out.
And there's the strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Cepeda at first, one gone. Slice to right, and that's a fair ball. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw home. The tag, safe. It's 2-1.
Well, back within one as he brings home the run. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
One out, runner at second. Griffin Conant, the next up for the Marlins. Struck out swinging his first time. That catches the top part of the zone. It's 0-1.
Nope, ball.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Man at second. And that's too high. Outside corner, got him looking. He can't believe it.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Now the left fielder, Dane Myers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Just missed.
That's down.
Fouled off down the right side. And a foul ball.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
In the air, right field. And that is foul. Runner at second, 2 down. And that one ripped to left. And that is that. And we're back. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Right through there for a strike. And ball 1. Just missed. Next offering is down low.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
In the air, left field. Myers under it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's Muncy to hit. He popped out his first time. on the ground. Cal gets it over to first. They get the out on Muncy.
Now batting, the first baseman, Kike.
Here's Kike Hernandez. And first offering is fouled off. Fastball is outside. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Slow roller to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Dodgers go down quietly, but they still lead it 2-1. Back here in Milwaukee, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Nick Fortes. Hit in the air, right field. Judge hauls it in for the out.
The center fielder, number 3, Derek.
And at the plate for Miami, Derek Hill. He's 0 for 1. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Judge hauls it in, 2 away.
The batter, number 9, designated hitter.
Now here's the Marlins DH, Xavier Edwards. 0 for 2 in this one. Edwards in his 2nd season, 25 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over .325 in his last 10 games. Up and in, now 2-0. And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And that one fouled off. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Short hop liner, handled it short. On to Hernandez. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Miami down in order. And they welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. That catches the outside corner. That's strike 1. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. And now 1 and 2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with, but they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there, and really they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone. Now it's Mookie Betts. Got him to chase one above the zone there.
0-1. Ball.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Calvin Fauché appears to be getting loose. Nardi also throwing. And Mookie takes. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
No, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Ruth in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. And that misses. 2 balls, no strikes. And that one is inside. Aaron Judge up next for the Dodgers. Next offering is in for a strike. It was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 5th.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
You can never be like me. Yeah, I push until I bleed, and I keep it so 100, not afraid to show my teeth. You can never be like me. Yeah, I push until I bleed, and I keep it so 100. Yeah, I got some enemies.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. On the ground, right side. Hernandez takes it to the bag. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
The batter, number 8.
Cal Ripken Jr. The next up for the Marlins. 1 for 2. That's in there. 0-1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And that's in the dirt. On the ground, out to short. Handles, throws to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the first baseman, Orlando.
Now it's going to be Orlando Cepeda. He's been a great free agent sign. First pitch, and he just misses. That one fouled off. On the corner at the knees for a strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
That one missed. And that's in the dirt. And it's 3-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. battling here as he fouls it away.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout.
Now pitching for
Shintaro Fujinami gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Pulls that one foul. Cepeda leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Snap throw.
1 strike.
Fujinami over to first. Cepeda dives back in safely. And that one a little below the knees. And a count 2-1. That one in triple digits. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off.
We got a full count.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Griffin Conine in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Finish him.
2 outs. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. Marlins lead 1. They're down 2-1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Calvin Fauché.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Judge stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
1-0.
Way inside.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike. Next offering misses down and away.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Judge rips that one. Myers settles under this one. And it's caught for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
That's a laser base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning. And stepping in is the speedy Jackie Robinson. And that's way high. And that is ball one. One-run game, one out, one on. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Man at second. Now a fly ball to right center. Hill on the move to the gap. Makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, the catcher,
Will Smith to the plate. He is singled and he is flied to left. Tap foul at the plate.
I feel with the way that Will Smith is able to handle the bat, control the bat head, he's very capable of finding green space and driving in that run.
That's a hit. Here comes Edman around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, and all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Runner at first with 2 away. Once he digs in, he gets a shot right here against the righty, and he is elite against right-handed pitching. The contact, the average, and delivers the slug. 1 run across in the frame so far here in the bottom of the 6th. Two balls, no strikes to count.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Now a screamer into the outfield, and that ends the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
number 18, Griffin.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Anthony Banda. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. And that one is inside ball 1. Next offering way off the plate. That one missing inside. Swing and a miss. 3-2 now.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Stays alive. Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
And up next for Miami, Dane Myers. Squirts away a little bit, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Tying run at the plate, and fouled off. And a count 1-2. The tying run at the plate.
2-2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And a base hit on the line. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. And here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. Yeah, there's the strike. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Pitch misses, and a count even 1-1. And that one fouled off.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
You know, the danger with the slider is leaving it out over the heart of the plate and getting contact on it. If you're going to miss, you want to miss towards the corners, not in the middle. Right there, he does a great job with hard break at the end. He ran it inside. Very difficult to do anything when you're tied up like that as a hitter.
So up next, Derek Hill. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single, and it's a one-run game. And he'll pull into second safely. So now the injury forcing a substitution at second base. Coming in as the pinch runner, Jesus Sanchez. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here, and the Dodgers will go to. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Evan Phillips.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
Into center. Diving, gets down, could be extra bases. One run's in. Now the second run is in, and they take the lead in the seventh.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. One down, runner at third. Stepping in, Otto Lopez. 0 for 3 in this one. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In to score from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now the shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr. 1 for 3. There's the strike, 95 of that one.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
This to center field. Edman sprinting for this one, but it's just out of reach. Not in time. He's safe.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Next to hit, Orlando Cepeda. Right through there for a strike. Lopez on third. Ripken over at first with one away. Hit on the ground, might be two. Off balance feet, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. And first offering is fouled off. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Ground ball left side. Muncy tosses to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 9 batters hit in the inning. 5 come around to score. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Marlins 6 and the Dodgers. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Anthony Bender. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Number 37, Anthony.
Here's Kike Hernandez. The Dodgers in striking distance. But have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
Just missed. Oh, great stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
The Fish leading by 3. Inside, almost got him. This one in the air, right field. Konai in position. Puts it away for the out.
now batting, the shortstop.
Here's Betts. There's a swing and a miss.
No balls, 1 strike.
Out to short. Slings it across. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. And we're back. Leading off.
The right fielder.
New pitcher for the Dodgers, number 86. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Number 86.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1 ball, no strikes.
And that's in for a strike. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. On the ground to third. Muncy fires over to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Now batting, the left fielder, Dane Myers.
And now Dane Myers. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a chopper out to short. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, catcher,
Nick Fortes, the next up for the Marlins. Ripped to short. Whips it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And the Marlins down quietly, but they still lead at 6-3. Andrew Miller comes on now.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Babe Ruth. He's already homered in this game. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Next offering is fouled back. That's way outside. 2-1. Miami's bullpen with some action. Goose Gossage getting loose out there. Nardi, the lefty, warming up as well. That one fouled off. 2-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Close one. Doesn't get the call. And the count's full.
That's when you always want as a pitcher, down at the knees, and it looked to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
Outside corner, got him looking.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Judge in the box now. No balls and a strike.
It's 0-1.
Late on that fastball.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
To the right side, and that chance handled in plenty of time to first. Judge out on the play.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Tommy Edman at the plate. A switch hitter batting right. That one inside, and that's ball 1. And another ball.
Inside.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Lifted in the air, right center field. And that'll get down for a hit.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jackie.
Next to hit, Jackie Robinson. And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the grab on the run. And that's the third out. One left for LA, and they're still doubled up. It's 6-3. Back here at American Family Field. Now here is Jesus Sanchez. That clips the zone. That's strike one. And downstairs. The 1-1 is fouled off. Hit in the air, left field. Snags it on the run. One down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Edwards has to step out of the way for ball one. Line to left. And that's got extra bases written all over it. The throw in. And he's got a double.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Ball one there.
1-1.
In the dirt.
1-2 count.
And now he looks it back to second. And that's down and away.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
That one the other way. And that gets down for a base hit. Now a long throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. It's 7-3. Runner on at first with one gone. Now here is Cal Ripken Jr. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Edman in position. They got it for out number 2.
Up next for the Marlins, the first baseman.
So a man aboard. Orlando Cepeda, the next up for the Marlins. Lifted in the air, right field. And it falls. And now 2 aboard.
Now Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls.
Here comes the skipper, and
Now pitching for the
Tony
Dodgers,
Gonsolin will take
number
over here.
26,
He's making his second appearance of the season. Digging in, Connor Norby. First offering, and it just misses. Traffic on the bases with one already in here at the top of the ninth. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Next offering is in for a strike. And the slider just misses.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, Andrew Nardi.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Yeah, that's fouled off. The next offering misses. And the count 1-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Up the middle. Cal gets it over to first. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
The third baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Right back to him on the mound. On to first, 2 up, 2 down.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
So last chance for the Dodgers. Freddie Freeman, the next to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. And another ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Hard hit right side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of the series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, it looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.